Hello everybody, this is Karthik Poovanam. I'm a leadership coach and author. How are you? Do you feel that having constant arguments in home is a very natural thing? If you have a family, you need to have constant arguments. It's a very natural thing. Then you're tricked. Do you feel every day one is shouting at one another? It's a very natural thing. Then you're tricked. Do you feel it is okay that people at home can lie to one another, can hide things from one another? It's okay. Then you are in a big trap of self-deception. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's high time we redefine the way in which we are looking at relationships. Today, if you have youngsters at home and they're hiding things from you, the first question that you need to ask yourself is, why are they hiding things from you? Why are they not having the confidence to talk whatever they want with you? Why, as parents, you have failed to have attention towards their trust? These are very, very important questions to ask. There was a boy who was bunking his classes, and one day his parents received a call from the school telling that their son is very irregular in their school. The parents went to the school and were shocked to know that this boy is regularly bunking the classes. And he's been submitting letters signed by the parents. He's putting the sign. Now the father was very angry. He caught hold of the collar of that boy and started slapping the boy right in front of the principal. 2 days later, the boy leaves the home and runs away. After 1 week, they get a call from a police station that the boy has been caught because he was trying to steal something. When they went, they found out that the boy stole 30 rupees from a purse, just 30 rupees. The purse that he stole just had 30 rupees. And the policeman said, I could not beat this boy because he was genuinely very hungry. The moral outlook of the policeman stopped him from hitting this boy and made a call to the parents. The father and the mother were very devastated. In front of the policeman, they started cursing this boy. What mistake did we do in our previous life that we got a terrible son like you? That boy was very dejected. And that policeman happened to be a very educated man. So he suggested the parents that it's important that they subject this boy to certain good counseling. The parents told that he was under counseling in a school. We showed him to some psychiatrists. Because this kind of incidences happened even before. And we were shocked that it has not created any result. This boy is a curse, sir. Our previous life we have done some sin. That's why this boy was born to us. The father was crying almost when he was making these statements. His mother looked down upon the boy and she was banging her head like this. And she was also crying helplessly. The wise policeman showed a sense of compassion, leaned forward, touched the shoulder of this father, and he said that I know somebody to whom you can, subject your son. He's a wonderful trainer, he's a wonderful coach. In fact, our police department also takes wonderful coaching from him. You must go there. And he subjected this boy through his father to go and meet that particular coach. A very fantastic coach who had substantial mastery over understanding emotions and the way in which emotions function, how people relate with one another. So right in front of this father, the policeman made a call to his personal assistant and fixed an appointment for this father. And he shared with this father that this certain kind of coaching sessions do cost. The father was very dejected and he was saying, I can also sell my house if my boy is going to be good. I don't know what is the problem with my boy. On one appointed day, they fix an appointment and they go and meet this brilliant coach. And when they met that coach, there was a sense of pessimism which was high, both in the mother and the father. The son, who was in his 9th grade, was not convinced because he himself did not like being with his parents. But now he has no other option because he's seen the world outside is even more tough. So in a very helpless way, he agrees to go and he's also there available. The coach looks at the father, looks at the mother, greets them, and does not look at this boy. The boy was a little taken aback and the coach could feel that. The coach asked the father, I have been briefed by the police officer exactly what you're going through because you have shared all those things with him. And in quick interval, let me share all that information that I have with you. And looking at the boy, he begins to narrate what all has been narrated by his parents to the police officer. The father started gaining a little confidence that this coach at least is aware of their problems. And the tonality with which this coach was speaking also was giving a sense of reassurance that there may be certain hope that they are going to find here. And this coach asked, is there anything else that you want to add? The father said, absolutely not, sir. And he repeated the same sentence. We have done some terrible sin in our previous life because of which we got an idiot like this, a rascal like this. I'm sorry, sir, I want to abuse my boy, but just giving respect to you, I'm not talking any bad words. His mother immediately, when the boy was looking somewhere, she shouted at him right in front of this coach. Hey fool, look at sir. Where are you looking? For you we have come all this way. More, how much torture will you give us? The boy helplessly looked at the coach. The coach smiled and he said, I have a good news for you and I don't have any bad news. With a certain sense of hope, both the mother and father leaned forward and they asked, what is it? The coach said, the good news is, I found where the problem is. And they said, that's fantastic. What is the problem? Don't you like to talk to our child before addressing? He said, the problem is not in your child. The problem is in you. The father was taken aback. He was shocked. He was tremendously shaken. But he could not raise his voice nor his anger because the reference was from a higher official. They said, his mother asked with a lot of innocence in her voice, how is it that we are at fault? Our son is bunking. Our son has gone out and stolen. How do you say that we are at fault? The coach said, where did the son come from? Obviously, he came from us, the mother reassured. Then if the child is unable to express whatever the child wants to express with you, and is lying to you, why have you failed to create that trust? Would you never ever think about this? For a moment, the coach urged. He said in a very, very authoritative tone, keeping his hand on his chest, he said, for a moment, I want you both to keep your hand on your chest and think, how many moments have you spoken to your son with utmost compassion? How many moments you have created that sense of oneness with your son, where your son feels that you value his life for what he is, not for what he is doing. Think for a moment. There was a pin drop silence in the room. And when the coach was looking at the boy's eyes had a certain sense of joy. The boy's eyes had a certain sense of life, as if it was a fresh birth, as if he has been waiting for somebody to understand what he is feeling. The boy was looking very, very hopefully as he was looking at the coach. The parents reluctantly nodded their head in agreement that they have always been focusing on the education, on trying to put the boy into classes and teach the boy into the subjects which the boy was weak. And they asked the coach, should this not be the approach of every parent? The coach immediately said, no, that's not true. You must first be a parent. And a parent essentially means the one who is available, accessible, and who has created that right aura in the home, where the child is feeling an incredible sense of connectedness, where the child can feel whatever they want to. And the coach said, you have two options. One, either you register for this online session where you are gaining incredible skills, or two, you can take your son to whoever is going to offer him the counseling. And if it doesn't work, you are again most welcome to get back to me. The choice is yours. The coaching is for you, not for your son first. First, the coaching is for you. Once you master the art of relationships, it's very natural that your son is going to feel great in your presence. And once there is a joyful connection which is established between your child and yourself, your son will take that needed effort to see to it that how joyfully he can connect with you and how joyfully he can be involving himself in his day-to-day activities, and all the lies and all the troubles will disappear. You have to apply these techniques, you have to apply these processes. An year goes by, and this father sends a message. We don't know what good deeds we have done that we have met a person like you. This coach has really transformed even our relationship, me and my wife's relationship, the way in which we associate with people. It's given us an incredible sense, and we have stopped socializing. And today, our son is doing very, very good. He's not doing good in his studies, but he's doing very good in his life. We feel very, very connected. We feel very, very rejoiceful. And we thank you wholeheartedly for that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you too want to know those tools and those techniques which these two parents had learned, and where they are able to connect deeply with their children, they're able to connect deeply with their family members, then I suggest you to click on the link in the description box below, because the coach is right in front of you. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day. This is not a marketing video. This is a solution-oriented video. There is a growing challenge today where there is completely a growing sense of distance between children and their parents. If this gap increases, all that you will see is old age homes, a growing number of old age homes, a growing number of places where you will have parents staying alone and their children taking another home and going and staying. It's very, very important that we address it right now. I want you all to experience a joyful time with your family. May you know the bliss. May you know the wonderful vibe of relationship. May you all experience vibrant relationships. This is Karthik Poovanam. I'm a leadership coach and author. Have a wonderful time, everybody. Good day.